When it comes to Apple's flagship smartphones, the conversation always goes far beyond just performance and features. Every year, Apple introduces subtle but important design shifts, and the iPhone 17 Pro is no exception. In fact, one of the most talked about aspects of this year's Pro lineup isn't just the powerful new A19 Pro chip or the upgraded quad-lens camera, it's the finish and durability of the new deep blue color option. This year, Apple has rolled out the iPhone 17 Pro in multiple finishes, but the deep blue version has quickly become a fan favorite. Sleek, premium, and stylish, it stands out in a way that feels different from Apple's usual palette. However, with beauty comes controversy. Media reports and early adopters have raised concerns that the deep blue and black finishes are more prone to scratches compared to lighter shades like silver or natural titanium. So today, we're not just talking about what the phone looks like, we're putting it to the test. In this long and detailed video, we'll cover everything you need to know about the scratch resistance, durability, design trade-offs, and even practical steps to protect your iPhone 17 Pro. If you're thinking of ordering this device, especially in deep blue, this is the durability review you don't want to miss. First impressions of the iPhone 17 Pro Deep Blue. Let's start with what Apple actually delivered. The iPhone 17 Pro is stunning. The deep blue finish is glossy, reflective under bright light, and gives the device a luxurious feel. It has that same premium titanium build that Apple introduced with the iPhone 15 Pro series, but with a polished new surface treatment. At first glance, it feels like a collector's piece rather than just another smartphone. The color is rich, almost jewel-like, and when paired with the updated titanium frame, it creates a truly premium aesthetic. But as with many beautiful things, the question remains, is this just looks or does it actually hold up to real-world use? Why durability matters more than ever. Smartphones aren't just tools anymore, they're investments. With the iPhone 17 Pro priced well over $1,000, buyers expect their devices to last for years. Scratches, dents, and cosmetic wear can impact not only the look, but also the resale value of the phone. Apple has long marketed its finishes as scratch-resistant and durable, with features like ceramic shield for the front glass, titanium for the frame, and carefully engineered coatings on the back. But every finish tells a different story. Historically darker iPhones like jet black iPhone 7, midnight green iPhone 11 Pro, and graphite iPhone 13 Pro have been more prone to showing fingerprints, micro-abrasions, and scratches compared to lighter models. So when early reports started coming in about the iPhone 17 Pro deep blue finish scratching more easily, it wasn't entirely surprising. But was this just internet hype or was there truth behind it? Real-world scratch test. Keys, coins, and knives. Let's get into the live scratch test. Most of us don't handle our phones like delicate jewelry pieces. They go into pockets with keys, coins, pens, and whatever else we carry around. Some people toss their phones face down on tables or use them without cases altogether. That's why I wanted to recreate real-world conditions. Test 1. Keys in the pocket. I started with something common, a house key. This is the most likely culprit when it comes to pocket scratches. Running the key lightly across the back of the iPhone 17 Pro Deep Blue, I noticed not much. After a quick wipe with a microfiber cloth, there was only the faintest line visible under direct lighting. In most situations, you'd never even see it. Verdict. Keys don't pose much of a threat unless you're intentionally grinding them into the surface. Test 2. Coins are another everyday item, especially in pockets, bags, or purses. I ran a few coins across the back panel. Again, the result was minimal. No deep gouges, no visible scratches unless you really strained your eyes under bright light. Verdict. The phone held up well to coins. Normal use won't leave noticeable damage. Test 3. Sharp blade, utility knife. Now for the extreme test. A sharp utility knife against the titanium frame and back panel. Obviously, Apple doesn't design phones to resist actual blades, but this helps measure how tough the coating really is. With gentle pressure, the knife left visible marks, something you wouldn't see with lighter colors but very noticeable on the deep blue. The coating clearly has its limits, and under sharper pressure, scratches are not only possible, they're inevitable. Verdict. Extreme sharp objects will leave permanent marks. This matches what media outlets have been reporting. Why darker finishes scratch? More so, why does this happen? Why does the deep blue iPhone 17 Pro show scratches more than, say, the natural titanium version? It comes down to contrast and light reflection. Darker surfaces highlight imperfections more easily. Even the smallest scratch catches light and creates a visible line. On lighter finishes, those same scratches are either invisible or far less noticeable. This doesn't mean the deep blue is weaker or less durable. The coating and build are the same across all finishes. It's simply about visibility. What's invisible on silver is glaringly obvious on black or deep blue. Comparing iPhone 17 Pro finishes for durability, if you're torn between colors, here's a breakdown of how they hold up. Deep blue. Gorgeous, but shows scratches more easily. Best for people who always use a case. Black titanium. Sleek, stealthy, but even more prone to visible wear. Fingerprints and scratches stand out clearly. Silver, natural titanium, the most forgiving. Scratches blend into the finish, making them hard to notice. White, special edition colors, similar to silver. They tend to age better visually. So, if durability and scratch hiding are your top priorities, lighter finishes are the safer choice. If style and bold aesthetics matter more, deep blue or black may still be worth it. Just know the risks. Protecting your iPhone 17 Pro. Deep blue, if you love the deep blue but worry about scratches, you've got options. Cases. A clear case lets you keep the color visible while protecting against scratches. Rugged cases add drop protection too. Skins, wraps. Vinyl skins add an extra layer that can be swapped out anytime. They also keep fingerprints away. Screen and back protectors. Yes, you can now get protectors for the back glass as well, not just the front. Proper care. Avoid tossing your phone in pockets with sharp objects. Use microfiber cloths for cleaning instead of rough fabrics. The bigger picture. Apple's design. Trade-offs. Apple is always balancing design, beauty, and durability. The deep blue iPhone 17 Pro is clearly engineered for elegance. It's meant to make a statement. But in doing so, Apple knows it creates trade-offs in daily wear. We've seen this before. iPhone 7 Jet Black. Infamously scratch-prone, but one of the most iconic finishes ever, iPhone 11 Pro Midnight Green. A fan favorite. Though it showed micro-abrasions faster than lighter colors. iPhone 13 Pro. Sierra Blue. Softer tones hid scratches better, but lacked bold presence. So Apple isn't new to this challenge. The deep blue iPhone 17 Pro is just the latest chapter in this ongoing balance between aesthetic appeal and practical durability. Resale value and long-term impact. Another factor to consider is resale value. A scratched-up iPhone, especially in a darker finish, will lose more resale value compared to one that looks pristine. Buyers on the secondhand market notice scratches immediately, and it can shave off $100 or more from the price. If you're someone who upgrades every year or two, keeping your iPhone looking flawless pays off. That's why investing in a case or skin isn't just about protection. It's about maintaining long-term value. Final verdict. Should you buy the iPhone 17 Pro in deep blue? So, after all this testing and analysis, what's the conclusion? The iPhone 17 Pro Deep Blue is undeniably one of the most beautiful iPhones Apple has ever released. It feels luxurious, looks stunning, and stands out in a crowd. For many people, that's enough reason to buy it. But yes, the reports about scratches are true. It will show scratches more easily than lighter finishes. The durability is still solid for everyday use. But if you're rough on your devices or plan to go caseless, be prepared for visible wear sooner rather than later. If you're okay with using a case or wrap, this is one of the best color options Apple has ever introduced. If you want a phone that looks new for years without protection, silver or natural titanium may be smarter choices.